Yo, BJ Gaddour with the Daily BJ, and welcome to the Isometric Inferno. Now, isometrics are where you hold a certain position like a plank for time. They're excellent for boosting strength and stability at specific ranges of motion, though they're not optimal for building muscle and strength. But once you get better at those certain sticking points, when you return to full range of motion, dynamic exercise, it'll enhance performance, you'll be stronger, more stable, and that's when you can unlock new strength and muscle gains. So you definitely want to do them. You can add them as starters or finishers. Here are 4 unique categories of isometrics to kind of get you going with isos in your training. And here we go. We're going to start with category 1, which is max effort iso. So instead of just holding a shitty position for a long period of time, you're going to hold an amazing position for a very short period of time. Think about this as like max effort strength work applied to isometrics. So we get a really good contraction for 10 seconds, we rest 10 seconds, do 3 rounds of that. That total of 30 seconds broken into 10-second segments 3 times will be a better quality and intense contraction than doing it for 30 seconds or longer with bad positioning. So what I want to do is first, 1, long lever plank. You can elevate slightly on a Bosu ball, a pad. We're trying to create a pull, a downward pull with the lats to engage the whole rib cage, upper mid back area. And instead of having eyes at fist level, you want to kind of move it so the eyes are around the forearm, elbow level, and you're going to pull down in. So block the feet together, squeeze the legs together, crunch the abs, pull the rib shoulders down, and then actively pull down hard as you can, squeezing hard, kind of rounding the upper back, and thinking about pulling the pad towards your body, head in line with the spine, pull, pull, pull. Make that as hard as you can without holding your breath. You're going to feel such an amazing abdominal contraction. It's really a total body exercise. Next one, single leg, shoulders elevated hip thrust, amazing glute activation. You have the mini band. It also becomes an unreal hip flexor exercise, getting dissociation between opposing hips, improving running mechanics, lunging mechanics, squatting mechanics, and bulletproofing the back. So we get here, you're going to tuck the chin, pull the rib shoulders down, crunch the abs, push up, and then drive that heel as hard as you can into the floor, flat foot, really press into the big toe, and then push hard up against that mini band. 10 seconds, all out, not holding your breath, beginning a crazy contraction. Do all 3 sets on one side, 10 on, 10 off, and then switch sides and repeat. Third one, I love this one, mini band, goblet squat. Actively pushing out against the band, creating crazy amounts of tension in the shoulder girdle to get more stable shoulder position and ultimately more stable spinal position. So hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell at shoulder level like this, get a good squat stance, slight toe flare, and then just about to parallel or just above. So we're really active. I'm gonna get there and then push out as hard as I can against the band, tense my lats as hard as I can, keep my abs engaged. Remember to breathe, kind of shallow breathing. Push, hold, max effort, 10 seconds. You'll notice you kind of sink into the rep in subsequent rounds, so you kind of get deeper into that squat, better positioning. Great to warm up and improve squatting mechanics. Category 2, isodynamics. So what we do on this is we hold a position, but then we add movement around that hold to increase instability demands. So here's one of my favorites. You can add arm or leg movement, single leg partial squat hold, using a sand dune stepper. All my equipment, by the way, is available at gardenofgains.com. There's discounts as well. I'm gonna hold that quarter squat position. It's like being in sand. And then I can start with random arm movement, circles. All right, I can then also add leg movement. And I'm just trying to stabilize. And these are good for 30 to 60 second work periods at a faster tempo, or 1 to 2 minutes at a slower tempo. And I can even add, both. You get good at that, you've got stable joints. And it's all about where the rubber meets the road, right? Stable foot, stable everything. So really work that. Next one that's fun is this guy. Great for building the forearms and biceps. You get to a flexed arm position, 90-degree angle. Start supinated, finish pronated. And I've got many broken arms, so I can't get all the way over, but I do the best I can. Just trying to hold that position. You're weakest here, and you're stronger here, so it's a good mix. Really fortifying the elbow joint, strengthening the forearms, building those guns. And that's a great one, kind of a burner for those that struggle. And if you think about a bicep curl, the stick point is right here. You either get it above here or you don't. So by building strength isometrically and isodynamically here, it'll boost your bicep curls. From there, we've got multi-position isos. So I love these. Here's a 20-20-20 example. 20 seconds in the most difficult position, then 20 seconds in the next one, 20 seconds in the final one, the easiest. we'll use the chin-up as an example. So if you struggle with chin-ups or you have shoulder problems, these isos are going to really help fortify the shoulder girdle and strengthen your core. I like a hollow body position for this. So I get up into the top position, hold that for 20 seconds. Stay active, elbows tight to the ribs. Then I go immediately into 20 seconds, middle position, flexed arm, 90 degrees. Finish 20 seconds dead hang. Another great option for the shoulders and core strength is multi-position overhead press holds. So palms facing, hammer grip, very shoulder and wrist friendly. You start, so crunch the abs, pull the rib shoulders down, clench the glutes. Tall kneel is awesome for this. 20 seconds full extension, biceps alongside the ear. Then 20 seconds middle position. You're gonna feel a lot of active delt contraction here. And then 20 seconds bottom position. You get better at this, your overhead presses will go through the roof. All right? Final 3 options here. Eccentric, Quasi, Isometrics, EQIs. You can't make this shit up. Basically what we do is for 1 to 2 minutes, it's an awesome finisher because it just really lengthens you out in a loaded stretch position. Getting more comfortable in extreme joint angles and more stable means injury reduction and gains, all right? Relaxed gains. So we're gonna do here for 1 to 2 straight minutes, stretching the lats and long head of the triceps. Get on the bench, and then I'm going to keep the elbow slightly bent, and I'm gonna hold that position for 1 to 2 minutes. Shallow breathing, and as you hold this position, you just see how naturally your body relaxes into the stretch. So this is one of the best ways to improve mobility and strengthen your joints. So that's a lat pullover. There's 2 other options I want to show. Next one is extended push-up. Put the feet up onto a couple boxes, sand dune steppers, Bosu balls, whatever you want. We're extending the range of motion here, spreading the fingers, slight turn of the wrist, lock the feet together, squeeze the legs together. An awesome way to get some chest and shoulder gains. You just hold that position for 1 to 2 straight minutes, and you'll gradually kind of sink down into the stretch and try to create tension all around the leaks, right? Underneath the armpits, in the core, in the thighs. You're just spending time here and feeling, anytime you feel like an energy leak or a sag, apply tension into that position, hold and stretch. Final one of my all-time favorites for strengthening the entire lower body, stabilizing the knees, and strengthening and mobilizing the hip flexors and glutes. So I get here, and I like this from the prisoner position. So I'm going to create active tension in my upper mid back, pull my rib shoulders down, crunch the abs, and then I'm going to hold that position for 1 to 2 straight minutes. You'll have at least a minute of rest between sides. Active tension, adding the sand dune stepper increases instability at the level of the foot. I'm trying to maintain tripod foot position, big toe, big knuckle, little knuckle, heel, holding that and just sinking into the stretch and holding for time. You will love this one. We've got a lot of options. Start adding them into your routine. I think you'll love them. Subscribe to my channel. Looking to burn fat? Check out my monthly fat loss programs at thedailybj.com. Looking to build serious muscle and stay lean year round? Join my online coaching program at gorillacorngains.com. Enjoy the gains.